going crazy.
Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today, I got the whole crew in the building. I got that boy, Jerron, got the boy, DC, and I got boy, Steven in the background. Things like always, man. What's up, guys? How was y'all Thanksgiving, man? What's up, DC?
It was good, Fredo, man. Got a chance to hang out with family, fellowship, sit around and talk a little bit, man. It was all good.
Yeah? That's what's up, man. That's good. How about you, Jay? How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was pretty good work, but I got to watch the games that I wanted to watch. But overall, good food and family came over. Can't complain.
Yes, sir. That's all about right there is nothing but eating and watching football and spending time with family, gentlemen. Gentlemen, week 13, dude. Basically down the books. We got one more game tonight. We got Browns and Broncos tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there should be a good one right there, especially with the Broncos are one of the hot teams right now from the AFC, and then you got the Browns as well, man. Like with what's his name, Winston, doing this thing. Jay, so what are your thoughts on this game tonight?
It should be a Broncos victory. With the way they're trending with their team. Don't play around with your food. Go ahead and finish these cuts. And it's going to be a roller coaster with Jameis on the road. Mm-hmm. At home, he does his thing, but on the road, he can test Patrick Surtain Jr. one too many times, and it'll be going the other way to the house. So we'll see. I think it's going to be 27-17 game, something like that.
Okay. All right. How about you, DC? What are your thoughts?
I figured, Fredo, about 10-point spread like Jay. What they can't do is to go out there and take it personal and try to have this be some Jerry Jeudy revenge game.
Yeah.
You know, just try to force stuff to Jerry Jeudy because, like you say, Surtain, he's going to be waiting in the weeds, and he'll take care of that. But, yeah, I don't think it's going to be very competitive at all.
Yeah.
Jameis he's good for at least one.
Yeah.
He's good for one. Just got to be ready for it.
Yeah. So as of right now, the Broncos are favored to win this one by 6 points, but we'll see what's up on that game, man. But moving on to the earlier games from this week, as we know, we had 3 games on Thursday, and let's jump on to the first one right here, gentlemen. So first game, we have the Bears at the Lions right here. Final score 20-23. Divisional game. It should have been this close, but it was. Lions almost had a W in this one, but a questionable ending that was bad enough to get their head coach fired. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, like you said, it was bad enough to get the head coach fired, man. Detroit got a little slippage for some reason against these Bears. I didn't get it. I understand it's a divisional rivalry, but a lot of people are putting a lot of that on the head coach. But I mean, as the quarterback, you still got to have some type of awareness.
Yeah,
you got to. Everybody should be practicing 2-minute drills throughout the week, and there should be a certain amount of plays that you run when you're in that situation. Hell, just call a timeout. I think they had a timeout left. If you don't know what to do, just call a timeout, and you get a chance to draw up something. But the way they lost, it was just stupid, man. And for the Lions to let them stick around like that, I couldn't believe they went down like that. But they lost the linebacker, so they're starting to get to something like some of the other teams. They're starting to catch up with some injury. Then you got to be really, really careful, especially on the defensive side for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, as we know, Caleb Williams, man, he had a somewhat okay game on this one, man. Threw for 39, completed 20, 256 yards and 3 touchdowns, man. Not bad at all. And then on the other side, you had Jared Goff throwing 34, completed 221 yards. Jay, how about you, man? What are your thoughts on this game, man?
It's twofold, really. If you look at it from the Bears side, that's embarrassing. He couldn't survive that atrocity of clock management at the end. One thing, you got timeout, right? Mm-hmm. Supposedly, Caleb Williams checked to a different play. That's why it was such a deep pass. Instead of running at something quick so they can call a timeout and get their field goal. But again, like you said, they should be practicing this. This should be communicated during the week. Hey, in this situation, we got to get a timeout, or the clock has to stop somehow, some way. We got to get a quick throw out of bounds, run the special teams on. But it's just a tough way to end the game. They played well in that second half, and on the Lions side, they play with their food too much. Yes. Like they just let these cats stick around, and then, like you said, DC, the injury, like they're going to be starting Jamal Adams at some point, and Jamal Adams should have been out of the league 3 years ago, really. So losing Hutchinson. Losing the defensive tackles, they're bringing cats off the street. It's starting to make me worry about the playoffs and going forward for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point right there, because in the NFC, there was debate going on earlier, like which team's the more dominated team. Is it the Eagles or is it the Lions? We're going to get more into that later on down the segment. But, gentlemen, as of right now, the Lions are basically what are they now? They're 11 and 1. So they're still holding that number one